I'm Capt. Stanford with Texas Fish Tips. This is your weekly fishing report.
Okay, guys, out here on these wells out here in Aransas Bay, pick the bigger ones. Seem to be holding some nice trout in there. In this area right here, if you're drift fishing, you want to get you a piece of ladyfish or cut mullet, drag it on the bottom, drift through. You catch a few big gaff top, but there's some nice sharks to be had in there as well. But say, if you find those wells out here, get out there on them. Throw some croaker on them or some good trout. Then get over here at Allen's Bite. In this area, the wade fish has been doing pretty good on the redfish and the trout. Up close to the bank is where the redfish mainly are. And then if you got some shrimp, live shrimp, dead shrimp will work. Get back here in the back of Allen's Bite, right back in here by this old fish house. There's been holding some black drum in there, a couple of schools in there. Just get in there, try not to spook them, anchor down, fish a little bit if you don't see them. Try not to spook them. They'll come back up to the surface, then you'll see them, then you can throw at them. Trying to spook them with a trolling motor because the trolling motor just herds them all away from you. Out here in front of Corpus Christi Bayou and Trailer Island, this whole area's been holding some trout, about 5-6 foot of water. You can wade fish it or you can get your boat, just anchor up, fish a little bit, move forward, anchor up, fish a little bit every 20-30 minutes, move up a little bit. And fish it really well because there's been schools of trout, and when you find them, they'll be all over one spot. You'll catch all you need in one spot. But just keep on working it. There'll be some ladyfish in there, be a few dolphins, but there's been some good trout. Well, with this tide nice and low, and we've had some low waves, and the wind's not blowing that much, you can get out here in front of the beach. Right down through here, there's been some good trout and redfish caught along that beach. There's been reports of lots of tarpon down through. There's about 5 or 6 schools working down this whole area. But croaker's the way to go on the reds and the trout. There's a few sharks mixed in there as well. But right in this area, right in this pocket is where trout's been hanging out. If you get up there by that north jetty on the north side and go around it, if it's too wavy on the inside, but on the back side, it's good. You just work around there, you'll find them trout. If you get on the inside of those jetties, especially that north jetty, incoming tide, about 35 foot of water, get you about a 2 to 3 ounce egg sinker, put it right on top of that hook. We call it a knocker rig, used for grouper. Get you a piece of cut menhaden. There's been some big bull reds in there. There's a few slots in there mixed as well. But there's lots of good redfish in there. That south jetty the same way. You just have to get on the end of that jetty about 50 yards from where you see the rocks and drop down. And just look for them with your sonar. When you do find them, anchor on top of them and just fish it right up and down. Hit that anchor, hit that lead weight right on the bottom and knock that rig, and it makes it sound, those fish will come to it. But like I say, cut bait has been the best way. You can also use a live croaker. If you do use live croaker, hook him in the face instead of the tail. This whole area right out here in front of Brown and Fruit Flats on this Corpus Christi ship channel, about 5 foot of water. Be careful of those big ships coming through, but there's been some good trout through here. Just anchor up. You may even see some birds working or may even see a fish slick in there. But there's been using croaker, catch some nice trout down through here. If you just want to drift around and you ain't got nothing else to do, you want the kids to catch a fish, get you some shrimp, drag it on the bottom, and just drift it through the big old sand trout hole right in here. There's a lot of sandies in there. There's also some good sized specks in there. But just drift through here, and you'll catch them. It's pretty easy to do. Then, over on Point of Mustang, this area, East Flats, there's been holding some redfish down through here as well. Back up in this back cut right here has been holding some black drum, right by them little old shacks. But anywhere's down this whole shoreline has been holding some redfish and some trout. They like that cut mullet. Cut menhaden works just as good too.
Thanks for watching. I'm Capt. Stanford.